Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and today I'm gonna do a new player guide because my last one is like 5-6 months old at this point. This game has changed a lot in the last 5 or 6 months, and with Final Fantasy VII collaboration on the horizon, I'm guessing some of you watching this video are joining the game to get in on that hype, and it is a great time to join the game. So I'm going to make a new player guide, tell you what you need to know to get started, talk about rerolling, building units, pushing the story, all of those things right now. Alright, so first things first, if you're a new player, welcome to FFBE War of the Visions. This is a really great game with an even better community. So I hope you stick around, I hope you have fun with the game, and I hope you're able to make some friends either in some Discords, in the Reddit, and we're going to talk a lot more about communities later in the video because they actually play a pretty crucial part in advancing through the game, but we will get there when we get there. I think the best place to start when making a new player guide is what does the first like 5 to 10 minutes of your game look like? There is a lot to do in this game, and it's going to be like overwhelming at first. So let's start at the beginning. When you first start the game, you're going to go through a little bit of a tutorial, and then you're going to get your like brand new player first summon. That summon comes with a free level 99 unit, all the way leveled to 99, ready to rock. And this brings up the should you reroll question. Now, if you're new to gacha games, if this is your first gacha game, what rerolling means is, do you want to just keep your new unit, or do you want to start the whole game over, get a different unit? Okay, it's a very limited pool that you're pulling these units from, and I don't think you need to reroll. Let me just say that straight out front. I think any of the units in that pool will be absolutely fine for carrying your account through the first like lot of chapters of the story, which is a big deal and will help you, select some other things for your account, build it up in a different way. However, if you do want to reroll, I think my 3 favorite targets in the pool would either be Rain, Lucia, or Sakura. Now, why do I suggest those? Rain is a really good magic tank who does a lot of magic damage himself. Really could definitely carry your team through some fights. Sakura, really powerful mage, AoE damage, can go out there, just wreck these story missions for you so easily. She's a great unit to throw into multi-rooms when you're teaming up with other people. I really like her a lot. And then Lucia is a gunner unit with access to quadra shot. There's a lot of missions in this game later that require you to build chains to clear the like submissions to get all the rewards. Having a gunner with access to quadra shot will just make clearing those missions a breeze. I use my Lucia to do that like to this day, and I'm a day 1 player. So those would be the 3 I'd recommend. Of those, I'd say Lucia is the lowest priority as far as in-game powerhouse character. However, I think any of the units on there are going to be fine for you. So that's my reroll guide. I don't think you need to do it, but if you do want to do it, go for those 3 units in my opinion. Okay, so you've got your fancy new level 99 unit that can start carrying you through the story. What other banners should you pull on as a brand new player? I'm going to click on the summon button down here in the bottom left and just give you a real brief walkthrough of what it could look like for you with some additions. First addition is you're going to have special banners for a new player. The banners are these things over here on the right. You can see them. I can click on them. This will help me summon for different things, whatever I'm going for at the time. As a new player, you're going to have daily free summons in here. You'll want to do those. They're going to give you guaranteed UR units or vision cards to help build out your account. You will also get a new player step up. You want to do that. And I think you'll get a new player 5 UR unit guaranteed pull. Do all of those things. They're going to be great. The other banners I think it's good for new players to focus on are the current step-ups. Now, in the game currently, there is a vision card that is featured. It is Starlit Trist right here. This is not a vision card I would encourage new players to go for, but what I can do is use it to show off step-up banners. The reason I am suggesting step-up banners for new players is because you're going to spend 2,000 Visior to pull 10 times. This is the standard pull cost for a 10-time summon. The step-ups give you prizes along the way towards the ultimate step. For example, vision card step-ups give you things like Gill Snappers, which is in-game money, Magicite, which is used to level up your Espers, MR plus guarantees all the way along, Growth Eggs times 120 for leveling up vision cards, and then finally on step 5 you get the new vision card. Now as a new player, I wouldn't suggest doing a vision card step-up. I don't think your account is maybe ready for worrying a lot about vision cards yet. That's going to come a little bit later. Maybe though, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe the vision card's just amazing. I don't know. But the step-ups are typically really good. For new units, they are typically 9 step-up banners that do not guarantee the unit on the 9th step, but give really great prizes along the way with a boosted chance to get the new limited or non-limited unit. So if you're starting the game during like Cloud's banner, for example, and Cloud has a 9 step up, I think that's a great place to put some of your Visior to chase after Cloud because of the prizes you're going to get as bonuses along the way. Now, if you do the 9 step, let's say you're starting the game right now, and you want Swimsuit Kilfei. Well, here she is. I've already done the 9 step for her, so it's off my screen. If I didn't get her on this, I could go to her featured new unit summon. This is the normal banner for a new unit. You could go here, you can spin your 2000 Visior. The problem here is that you don't get those additional bonuses that you get from the 9 steps, but you do still have a better chance of getting her. You can fill up this pity bar at the top for a guaranteed UR unit that has a 25% chance of being her actually in this case. So there you go. That's how I suggest spinning your Visior as a new player. Do your new player summons, go for the 9 steps for the characters that you're chasing after, if you're chasing after like the current featured character. Okay, let's move on. Okay, now next up, you're going to get a UOC ticket as a new player. So let's stick with units, and UOC is a special summon that's unit of choice. You're going to get to pick a unit and summon for that unit. I want to tell you which unit that I think you should go for with that and when I think you should use it. So, number 1, I think you should hold on to that ticket until after your first 7 days of playing the game, because you're going to get free UR summons on those 7 days. Maybe you get the unit that you otherwise would have had to go chase for free without using the ticket. So save that ticket unless there's some unit that you just know you gotta have on day 1. Okay, sure, spend it. But if I was suggesting a unit to you, I think you should go with one of the newer units. Typically speaking, the newer unit is, the more powerful they are. And I do know that this unit right here, Valentine's Day Salier, is on the new player UOC options. You can see I have her at level 120. You can actually take units all the way up to level 120 by, unlocking that. That's something you'll learn as you play the game. But she's very, very strong. She's a mage. She does a lot of damage. I think she's the strongest character on that list right now. Another good option for you would be somebody like Garvel here. Garvel doesn't have his EX jobs yet, so he can only go to level 99, but very big damage dealer. He's a lot like Valentine's Day Salier, actually. Other good options would be, if you're looking for a healer specifically, Ayaka is a very strong healer in this game, so you could pick her with your UOC, and those would be my recommendations to help you build a team. I do think, especially talking about somebody like Ayaka, that you want to build at least one really good support on your account along with at least one really good tank. I don't, however, recommend using your UOC ticket on a tank because everyone is going to be able to build a tank for free, and that tank is the main character in the story right here, Mont. What do I mean by free? Most of the characters in this game, to limit break them, you have to get shards for them. These are acquired by either summoning the unit more than once, that's called summoning a dupe, it will give you 40 shards, or by buying them in the shop, spending Visior on them, etc. Mont here, you can buy his shards with Gil, the in-game non-premium currency, and he's a pretty dang good physical tank. So he's a guy you can kind of make as one of the cornerstones of your account early as your tank. So if you have him, you're leveling him up, and you're leveling somebody like Ayaka up who you got with your UOC, there you go. You have a tank and a healer, and now you can just slot in some damage to your teams with your with your first level 99 unit, with some other units that you pull, and you've kind of got a base here for building a strong account. So those are my suggestions. I think everybody should build Mont as a new player. Mont is just too dang good for a free unit. to pass up. So that's going to kind of like wrap up my recommendations of what characters you should go for. You will understand what I'm talking about as you play and as you interact with the new stuff. All right, now a couple other things we need to cover for new players specifically. One of them is the beginner shop. The beginner shop is going to have a lot of really good deals for you. You can get UR unit guaranteed 10 times summon tickets for 500 Visior. Those are a great deal. You can get UR select shard times 50 summon tickets. Also a great deal. You're going to want to buy most of the things in the new player shop because they're just at a massive discount and will help your account early off. There's also going to be missions and challenge boards you can work on, and let me show you those. These are going to help you get some more units for free. And I'm going to scroll to the bottom here. First one, the UR unit challenge. You're going to want to do these, and it's going to be 4 pages of little quests you can complete that will get you new units and leveling materials. So the first one, level up Shadow Links. Basically, the first time you log in, you're going to get an MR unit, Shadow Links, right here. She's a great MR unit, one of the better evasion units in this game. Complete her little missions here, like clear story quests, level her up, do all of these things, and eventually you will get a UR unit summon ticket and a bunch of rewards to help you level her up. After you complete page 1, you move right on to page 2. By logging in again, you get more Shadow Link shards, and just by going through this, you will be able to really unlock Shadow Links all the way, and this will be a big power up for your account. Eventually, as you keep pushing through all of this, you get a UR unit, Medina. She's an ice mage unit with a lot of AoE damage, who's not maybe the greatest PvP unit in the game, but is a really good PvE unit. There's a lot of maps in this game that are farmable with Medina that she can just AoE all of the mobs in one turn. So she's a good unit to invest in for leveling. I wouldn't necessarily spend your EX materials on her, but she is definitely worth getting. And as you get to the 4th page of these bonuses, you will get more of her shards. You'll be able to level her up, as well as getting a staff for her. It's worth doing. Do these challenge missions. Also, on this challenge mission right here, let me go back to page 1. By the way, the challenge missions, the laggiest thing in the game. It's really weird how like the worst coded thing in the game is these weird bingo boards. Anyway, do these. Advance the beginner's quest. Enhance a vision card. Just whatever it tells you to do on here, click on that thing. It'll take you to where you need to go and just do them. By doing these, you're going to get things like an MR Plus guaranteed unit summon ticket. You will get another one of those summon tickets, as well as some like Esper materials and Esper leveling stuff. You will get some gear. You will get lots of good stuff that will just help you level up your units, including 300 Mont Leonis shards for clearing challenge missions board number 4. Do these. Just go do your challenge missions. Anytime you get a new unit, that unit will have challenge missions if they're the current featured unit. So go do those as well. You can see right now, the summer units right here have missions. Velric is a brand new unit. And then I pulled the new vision card, and so I've completed that challenge board. These just give you a boost to leveling the unit. They give you shards, leveling up materials. They're really worth doing. So make sure you do the new player one specifically, and they're way down here at the bottom. Don't miss them. Next up, let's talk about what you should be doing as far as playing the game every day, and that starts with just pushing the story. Your level 99 unit that you got for starting the game, right? That very first pull is going to be able to carry you through most of part 1 of the story. Like legit, you're going to be able to get to like chapter 7, 8, or 9 just with that one level 99 unit while you're leveling up the rest of your units. That's going to get you Visior to pull more things. It's going to get you materials to level up your units. It's going to unlock the ability for you to farm some of this stuff, so push the story as much as you can. However, there are other things you need to do every day. So let's go back to the home screen here, and straight away, I want to tell you, join a guild. Like, find a Discord. There are lots of guilds willing to take new players or guilds just starting, because when you're in a guild, you can earn guild tokens by participating in guild wars every day, by just doing all of the things that the guild asks you to do every day, including giving gifts to your guildmates. Like, you just come in here, you get to claim the tokens they give you. This is great, and you can send them tokens in return. Do this every day. These tokens are very, very important. Let me let me show you why. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the Mog Shop. The Mog Shop has special shops in it, like the Guild Shop right here, where you can trade those tokens in for prizes, right? The biggest prize. One of the first things you need to focus on is this girl right here, Giza. 2,000 guild medals. You can buy this unit. She's pretty good as a unit. Like, I'm not going to lie, she's a pretty good unit. And you have 3 options here, Giza, Whisper, and Luartha. Giza's Trustmaster reward, which you earn by getting her to level 99, or at least you earn by max limit breaking her and max awakening her, where she could get to level 99, is Illusory Bells. They are one of the best equipments in the game. It gives AP regeneration to the person using it. It is a cornerstone of accounts. Giza's Bells is where it's at. You can buy the unit, your very first get of her right here, and every day you can buy 10 of her shards. So just go nuts on this. Focus on getting your Giza, spend your guild medals on there. After you're done with her, you could start looking at getting Whisper or Luartha, or you could work on leveling up like some vision cards. There's lots of good prizes in here, but the big focus early is Giza. Another thing you're going to want to do every day, make sure you are getting like the maximum amount of friends that you can get for the level of your account. Send and receive your friend medals every day, because you want to focus on getting this unit right here, Ildira. She is one of the best mages in the game as far as like quickly AoE clearing stages. She's a unit that a lot of multiplayer groups will allow into the group, and they won't like kick you for having some like level 1 Medina or something like that. Ildira is very, very good. You can buy her right here, as well as buying 10 of her shards every day to limit break her. You can also get your Medina shards that you'll need to finish leveling your Medina in here. So get as many friends as you can. You will be capped, but every day send them medals and receive medals from them. It's a big deal. You can see I'm currently like done with all of this stuff, so I'm saving my medals for some other good prizes in here, like these awakening materials. But don't worry about buying these yet from this shop. Worry about Ildira, her shards, Medina Medina shards, and then if you want to build Mashari or Katone later, I think that's a good option. Other things you can do every day include doing your duels. So you click this duel button right here, you click Arena. This is PvP. It's auto PvP. You will build a team of 3. You'll be on whatever the current map is this week, and your team will just auto run at their team, and you will win or lose, regardless of if you win or lose. Because don't be too concerned about pushing up the ranks in Arena as a new player, but still participate, because you will still earn rewards. Just by participating, you will earn medals, arena medals. The arena medals, just like the other medals, are tradable at the Mog Shop. So look at what you can get here for arena medals. There's no units in here, but there are vision cards. Vow of Love, in particular, is a card that gives turn 1 hate. It gives aggro to one of your tank units. That's really important. Horn's First Division Solidus right here. This is a UR vision card that gives slash attack resistance to your group. It's very good. And Secret Orders is also a pretty good vision card. So the arena medals are very important for helping to build out your early vision card lineup. Make sure you pay attention to those. The other option when you hit duel is the PvP. This you can do on either manual or auto settings. This shop is not as good as the other shops. There's not as many good prizes in here. However, there are things like leveling materials, secret books of refinement, which you need to level up your gear, hammers, which you can use to like max out stats on your gear, and seals. This is a little bit more of a, I would call it like a more advanced shop, but you could still start piling up these medals in case you needed something like some reforging hammers, or you needed something like some defense hammers to max out the defense on a new piece of gear you built. So do your medal collecting things every day. These will help you build up your account. Okay, now other things to watch out on the daily. Let's look in the shop real quick here. The shop is very, very important in this game. And I know some people might want to just spend all their Visior on pulling on banners. I'm going to tell you right now, that's not the best way to do it. You want to actually focus on leveling units. If you get a unit you like, you want to invest into leveling them as much as possible. So, if it's a currently new unit, their shards will appear in the regular shop right here. Like Velark is one of the new units. If I was leveling him, I could buy his shards for Visior right here. That's fine. That's a perfectly acceptable thing to do, and in fact, it's something you probably should do as a newer player. The special shop is the cash shop. This is where you go to spend money in the game to get things that might speed up your experience. Typically with War of the Visions and other gacha games, when you're spending money, what you're doing is accelerating the pace of your account. That's true here as well. And like, I know myself and other YouTubers do weekly videos on the shops talking about like what's good deals, what's bad deals. If you're spending and you just generally want to know like what's a good thing to spend money on, I really like this. Let me go down here a little bit. There's a lot of things in here. The daily purchase that I like to make is, where is it? This one right here, the Energy Booster Pack for $8 gives you 30 large energy pots. Large energy pots will just help let you play the game more. However, you're not really going to worry about that as a new player because every time you rank up your account, you're going to get your energy filled up. So don't worry too much about spending as a new player unless you really want to. What I will say, what I will turn everyone away from, let me click this plus button up here, buy my Visior. This is going to take you into the Visior purchasing page. Never buy the regular Visior packs. These are not worth it. If you're just straight up buying Visior, the weekly packs, the summer special packs, whatever special pack it is, those are worth getting. The 30-day pack is very worth getting. Buy those if you're buying Visior. Do not ever just buy these like regular packs. That's a little bit of an aside, but I wanted to drop that warning in here. Otherwise, the special shop, if you want to spend money, just go through it and feel free to ask like other players what do they think is a good value in here, because some of them are good values and some of them are trash. There's also special shops every week that have free things in them. Like this week, the Star Festival shop has raid restore metal or potions, so I get one of these for free every day. Might as well pick that up. Let's see, there's another free shop right now, the summer shop. I can pick up extra large EXP cubes every day. Awesome. Now, I want to talk for a second about these shops at the bottom. There's a rotating element shop in this game. When you're working on units that are of a certain element, every day there's going to be another element at the bottom of the screen here. You can come into that page and buy shards for that specific unit. So if you're working on like a dark unit, be ready for dark day. Today's ice day, so all the ice units are in here. Great. Okay, next up, let's talk a little bit about gear. Now, gear is something that's going to be very difficult for new players. Typically speaking, the way good gear is released into this game is through limited time events. Basically every week we're going to get new events that have different gear in them. Like right now you can work Dreams of the Swordsmith for this UR anklet. The Trial of Reckoning's over. That was a UR accessory. There's just different gear in these event quests every week. As a brand new player, you might struggle to like farm these effectively. However, I want to point something out. Something that's very, very worth spending your Visior on as a new player is in the shops. A great addition to the game that really helps out new players a lot is you can go into the event shops, right? So let's go to Summer 2021 Part 2 shop. There is a Golden Axe +5. A +5 piece of gear is a massive time investment, especially as a new player who's starting with no resources. You can just come in here for 2,000 Visior and buy some gear. You guys, I can't recommend this enough to new players. Come in here. You have a two-handed sword user? Here's the best two-handed sword in the game at +5. This is going to be amazing for you. You have an axe user? Boom, there's your +5 axe. Smart Coat. This is a +5 anti-magic piece of gear. Very, very good for your magic tanks. Buying +5 gear from the shop is not a bad idea for new players. Otherwise, you can farm the story missions for some like okay gear. If you want to craft that to like +1 or +2 as kind of holdover pieces, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. Otherwise, the better gear in the game comes in rotations through the events page right here. And if you're strong enough to farm those, highly recommend farming them. But they require a lot of materials to level up all the way. So keep that in mind. I think it's worth spending your Visior for the +5 gear from the shop. Now, what about vision cards and Espers? Vision card and Espers, this is another thing that I think new players can kind of put on the back burner for just a little bit as they focus on units. But you will very quickly come to a point where you're like, okay, I have some units at level 99 or 89 or whatever. I've leveled up a lot of units, but my power has kind of stopped increasing. Maybe you're buying some +5 gear, farming the story for some gear. what else can you do to power up your account? The biggest things are vision cards and espers. I'm going to start with vision cards. Now, every vision card in the game, I'm just going to click on one here, has party abilities on it. So, Guidance of the Stars right here. This has the party ability of giving all my water units magic attack up, critical damage up, activation time down. It also gives the unit wearing it stats. Like, these cards are incredibly powerful at max level. However, leveling up a UR vision card to level 99 is a big time investment. You can get these on banners. You pull for vision cards just like you do for units. So real quick, let's click summon right here. And like the big featured thing for this week, like we were talking about earlier, is this new vision card. I pulled this vision card. There was actually a 2,000 paid Visior, just you get the card if you want it pull, and that was great. But normally that's not here. I would do this 5-step banner. I'd get my new vision card, then I could spend my materials to level it up. I would do my bingo board, etc. Now, let's go look at some vision cards though that maybe aren't as specific as that one. I'm going to scroll this way and I'm going to go to my MR vision cards. Where's Vow of Love? I pointed Vow of Love out to you earlier in the shop. You can exchange the shop coins for Vow of Love. Check out this card. It gives your whole party 30% attack up. That's really good. It also has the bonus of giving lightning units critical hit evasion up 15, and the bestowed effect, so the person wearing it gets slash attack up 20 and hate up 5. That's really good. It also gives you stats, 346 HP, 48 attack, and 69 magic. This is a great card for a starter account. Attack up for your group. Any of your physical attackers are going to like that, and your tanks will like having some hate on them, as well as slash attack up. That's really cool. So level up your vision cards, and to do that, it takes these eggs. Let me jump into a card that I don't have maxed out yet. Here we go. This card right here. When you're leveling up vision cards, you need shards for them just like for characters. That is to awaken the card. You can see right here, I have enough shards I could max out this vision card's potential if I wanted. I could awaken it all the way. I'm going to go ahead and hit the button once here. It'll cost you either rainbow materials because it's a UR card, or these little leveling cubes. I'm going to use a couple of these little leveling cubes, hit confirm, and now the max level of my card has pushed up to 70. I could do it again to push it to 85. I could do it again to push it to 90. I don't want this card right now, so I'm not going to do that. Then you use your growth eggs right here to actually increase the level of the card. You can hit max and it'll just use the maximum amount and do it for you, or you can select which ones to use. You actually get a daily quest every day to just level up one vision card. So I'll use one little small egg right here. Level up. Oh, my card gained a level. That's great. So there we go. I've completed my daily mission. I've leveled that vision card up once. You want to invest in vision cards, but maybe after you've kind of leveled some units so you know what your team is. Vision cards are very, very specific, and not all vision cards are good for all units. Particularly, like, let's look at a card like Trousseau here. Trousseau gives your whole party magic attack up 35. It gives light units activation time down. This is a very, very good magic card for like your mages, and particularly your light mages. So it also gives dark attack resist up 10, really good for your light element units. And look at the stats on this: 238 HP, 28 attack, and 190 magic. This card is obviously for magic dealers. If you have a team with a lot of mages in it, they're going to like magic attack up 35. So this would be a good card to invest in if I was building my account around mages, or I currently had a lot of mages that I was using. If I did not and I happened to pull Trousseau, just sit on it. You don't have to level it up right away. Just wait until you need to level it, and instead focus on cards that are better for your current team. Generically good cards, like Odin is a generically good card. Solidus, the card from the shop, this is a very good card. Slash attack resistance up, always powerful for your group. They are out there. I need to really do a vision card tier list video at some point, but just know what units you're using and then pick vision cards that you think work really well with your team and level those up. MR vision cards, by the way, I'll end by mentioning this. MR vision cards are really good. You're going to have an easier time leveling MR vision cards than UR vision cards. They're a little bit less of an investment, and some of them are great. Like, look at this one. Slash attack up for your group, defense up for the person using it, and fire units get magic attack resist up. That's pretty dang good card for at the MR level, which makes it easier to invest in. I want to give a special shout out though. I got one more special shout out to give, and we're going to go all the way down the line here to a R rarity card, Leonis Castle. This card, you will be able to max this very, very early in your account. You will just happen to pull some duplicates of it. You can get shards in the Mog exchange shop, and this card gives the person wearing it 15 defense and 15 spirit. For as easy as this card is to build, this is a great boost to one of your tanky units. So like Mont goes out there, drops his taunting blade, he's got aggro, and if he's wearing this card, boom, he has defense and spirit. Basically, everybody builds Leonis Castle, and you will still find reasons to use it, even at like max, when you've pushed your account a lot farther, when you're doing some like limited cost scenarios. But that's too advanced for this video. Just know Leonis Castle is a good investment. Okay, now next up is Espers. Espers are another thing that your units get to equip when they go into battle, and Espers are a big deal. Espers give you a ton of stats. I'm going to click on Bahamut right here. Bahamut, one of the best Espers in the game, and look at the amount of stats this gives the person equipping it. Over 1,000 HP, 113 magic, so this is clearly an Esper for a mage, but there's more than that. These Espers have training boards, so you give them skills. These boards are resettable for Vizior, but you spend their SP points to unlock nodes on this board. You can see with Bahamut right here, I have Magic Resist leveled up, I have Man-Eater leveled up, which deals more damage to other player characters, I have Magic up, I have Magic Attack up, so this is one of the best Espers I can equip on a mage. Now, when you're talking about building a team with vision cards and Espers on it, you need to pay attention to a couple things. Here's a team that I have right here. This is my farming team. These are units that I'm working on. Let's look at Moraga right here and look at this Esper that I have equipped for him, Omega. Let's filter this by resonance. Resonance, you need 10 out of 10 resonance on an Esper to a unit to get all the stats from them. It takes about 1,000 fights to get max resonance. And you're going to be like, 1,000? Holy cow. But a lot of this game is auto grinding. Just setting your phone down, setting your iPad down, whatever, and just having your units beat a level over and over and over again. You will get that 1,000 pretty quick. It only takes a couple of days of just auto repeating a fight. So you need that 10 out of 10 to get maximum stats, and pick Espers for your units that synergize with them. If you have a unit that's a big like slash attack damage dealer, something like Odin here, who if I go look at Odin, has slash attack up on his nodes. Let's look at his nodes. Look at his nodes. That sounds kind of weird. But he's got Man-Eater. He's got slash attack up. He has slash resistance. He has accuracy. So this is clearly like more slash attack. This is clearly somebody who's supposed to be put on a damage dealer, physical damage dealer that uses a sword or an axe. He'd be great for them. So pay attention to when you're leveling your Espers that they synergize with the current unit you're working on. Okay, I think that's most of what I wanted to cover in this guide. Let me give a little TLDR here at the end. So like, I guess TLDR is kind of weird, although those usually do come at the end of things. Anyway, here's the TLDR for this. As a new player, do all your new player summons. If you want to reroll, I think that's fine, but I don't think you need to. Save your UOC, in my opinion, till after you've done all of your new player rolling, and then use it to cash in for a unit that you missed with those first initial rolls. Focus on pushing the story and make sure you're doing your like coin earning activities every day. Be in a guild, give and receive the guild gifts, do your arena and PvP fights, give and receive your friend medals every day. Make sure you're doing that. Like, cash those in. Get your Ildira, get your Giza from those shops. Make sure you're doing your challenge missions to get your free Medina and free Shadow Links. Do your daily missions. I didn't mention this yet, but this missions button right here has daily things you can do every day that just give you free prizes, including Vizior in these treasure chests. It's 100 more Vizior every day just for completing some really easy stuff. So make sure and do those. And like, lastly, I just want to say again, welcome to the game. This is a great game. There's a lot here. I know there is a lot going on. But don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Just focus on the story, focus on building up your account and having fun. And then, pay attention to new events. And if you're feeling strong enough to take on a new event, give it a shot. If your team can't do it yet, get back to leveling. Focus on units first, in my opinion, then move on to leveling up your vision cards and your espers. Your vision cards and your espers, you guys, are massive power spikes to your account, but you do need the units to put them on first. So spend those early days building up some units, then start focusing on vision cards and espers that you want, and there it is. Alright, y'all, I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and once again, welcome to the game. If you want to join a really helpful Discord, by the way, there's links in the description to my Discord and my Guild Communities Discord, both of which are awesome communities. I hope to see you there. Peace.